New at 4 tonight, the Virginia Attorney General announced the federal government will join an investigation into possible racial discrimination at one of the top-ranked public schools in Fairfax County, Thomas Jefferson High School for Science and Technology. This is an investigation that began in early 2023. Our John Duran is live outside the Fairfax County Public Schools building. And John, the claims of discrimination are about the admissions process.
Yes, Simone, and this is more than 2 years after launching a civil rights investigation into Fairfax County schools. Attorney General Jason Miyares today accused Fairfax County Public Schools of discrimination against Asian American students applying to Thomas Jefferson High, which is a magnet school. It's where some of the brightest students in Northern Virginia dream of continuing their education.
Thomas Jefferson High School was already, at that time, a minority-majority high school. But they determined it was the wrong minorities.
After the school changed its admission policy 5 years ago, Virginia Attorney General Jason Miyares claims it intentionally reduced the number of Asian Americans in its student body.
The school board removed standardized testing and replaced it with a so-called holistic review, evaluating students on GPA, essays, and quote-unquote experience factors such as socioeconomic background, English proficiency, disability status, and whether the student attended a so-called underrepresented middle school.
Miyares says Thomas Jefferson's student body was made up of 73% Asian American students before the admission policy change in 2020. The next school year, he says that number dropped to 54%. However, in this April 28th news release from Fairfax County Public Schools, Asian student admission for the class of 2029 is close to 63%, with white students close to 22%. Followed by Hispanic students at 5.5% and black students at 4.4%. But not all parents are convinced.
It's a breath of fresh air for this fight that we've been waging for so many years.
Asra Nomani co-founded the Coalition for TJ in 2021, the same year her son graduated from Thomas Jefferson.
I want for all children the same opportunities that my son got, and yet we cannot discriminate against some children because we are on the wrong side of brown.
The coalition sparked legal battles starting in 2021, most recently appealing to the United States Supreme Court last year.
The Supreme Court basically decided not to hear our case, and at the point I thought, the American dream died. There's no path forward. There's nothing going to happen again until today. And I believe there is a chance we can revive that dream.
Miyares says he's referring this investigation to the United States Department of Education and the U.S. Department of Justice for further enforcement. He says the school system is in violation of the Virginia Human Rights Act and Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
They knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing was wrong, and yet they did it anyway.
Fairfax County Public Schools got back to us about a half hour ago saying this matter has been fully litigated by a federal appellate court that determined there was no merit to arguments that the admissions policy at TJ discriminates against any group of students. Fairfax County Public Schools also says they'll be coming out with a more detailed response in the coming days. Simone.
All right, John, we'll keep an eye out for that. Appreciate your reporting on this for us tonight. Thank you.